So I have a thing.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Been paying attention to the 2024 D&D Player's Handbook,
Mm.
There's your first mistake.
and as of right now, if I was to play a 2024 handbook character, it would be a dancing bard monk.
Yeah.
Because they got the College of Dance bards now, which is
That's fun.
basically a monk. So
Interesting.
Fullcaster does not have to play music or sing or anything. It actually does its magic through dance, and has unarmored defense, and can add for free to its attacks its bardic inspiration plus its expertise or proficiency to unarmed attacks.
So they can inspire themselves?
Yes, but I mean it's it doesn't
It doesn't take away from their inspiration pool?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then on top of that, multi-class in the monk. And yeah, the armor defense does whichever is better, but the unarmed strikes, you get the increasing dice of the monk, and then you get the you get the bardic inspiration dice on top of your attack.
Damn. But then you miss out on being able to cast a wish.
Yeah. Whoever plays that high anyway.
No, we will eventually.
I mean, we've been playing for what, 4 years now? We just hit 13. Just saying. It takes a while to get there. Is Wish even really worth it at that point?
Yeah.
We've already tried to cast. We've already casted Wish.
We did?
We did. You did.
Well, that was soft wish.
It was Wish
Classic
without
Wish.
consequences.
I mean, it was.
But I also didn't give you everything you wanted in that wish.
True,
Yeah.
but you got Wish without consequences. You got Wish without monkey paws.
I think it's a lot funner to imagine you meaning that as in just like having monkey hands after casting wish.
Bimbledy
Is that what
Boop
you're
following
saying?
you the rest of your life.
Exact. Oh God, I forgot about Bimbledy Boop.
It's a thing now. It is a thing now. Or the chicken.
Which, to be fair, do you think Bimbledy Boop isn't following you right now?
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I
There's no
mean,
version of that I like.
which is worse? Which is worse, Bimbledy Boop or the chicken?
The chicken.
You think it's not both?
I don't like it here. This
Think
is the
you haven't
bad
made
place.
some baboon chicken by now? It's just a baboon that can fly and make clucking noises.
This is the
It's the chicken from Family Guy.
God, that's horrifying. Don't quite know
That's
how to
all.
feel about that.
Every time you had an encounter with the chicken, that's all I pictured was like Peter Griffin and the chicken.
I mean, that checks out. Yeah.
Hello, my apologies.
Hello.
I was playing the new famous MOBA, Deadlock. I'm definitely still not in the game that I horribly mistimed the timing for.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, at least when you got in the room, you're actually in the room.
True. Wait, what happened?
So my icon popped up several times. Yeah, my icon popped up several times.
It
Tech
happens,
issues.
Yeah,
Who hasn't
wrong
had
hole.
issues getting in then?
But at any rate,
happens to everyone.
Last
at a certain
game.
age.
what?
I was making a joke. I said it happens
Oh.
to everyone at a certain age.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We all made the same joke.
No.
Yeah, I'm past that certain age.
Last game, you guys interrogated some local Church of Christ goers who were at the old Championathon Mater's holy house on an off day doing some maintenance. After speaking to them for a long time and admitting that you were confused, frightened, had been taken against your will from your very obviously foreign country to Texas by a man who was supposed to deliver you like a package, they thought you'd been drugged and kidnapped and human trafficked and called the police to try and help you. You stole one of their phones and sort of figured out how it worked by the help of Siri, and you eventually made your way to a Walmart parking lot and found, through amazing luck, you found someone who happened to know this Bailey Ford, who has a connection to your world. This woman helped you figure out how to contact this Bailey through the phone, and she sent you to a store where you met the lovely owners, Amy and Herb, and found a few other people playing dice games and card games and just generally relaxing. This store also has a lot of connections to your world. You see little miniature figures of monsters from your world. You see a tapestry of Mordenkainen, the legendary wizard, on the wall. There's a small statue of Driz Duwarden and a taxidermied head of a red dragon. It is now about 8 p.m. You guys are sitting here, last I checked, eating popcorn with Herb and watching Princess Bride. And Bailey told you to meet her here in the morning, but the store closes at 10. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to, keep any shows I've never seen, so that she just sits down with popcorn, keeps feeding us, and then it's morning.
Yeah, I think Carolina was trying to distract Herb to keep feeding us.
Okay.
Hale's just kind of sitting there taking this all in as it slowly is. What would it be? Can I roll, I don't know if it's like a wisdom save or a sanity save? Well, I don't know if it would click if it's either that the world that he's from is depicted as fiction, or if he thinks that this is fiction.
You think that where you are now is fiction, or
no? Whether he thinks that the land that he's from is fiction because what he sees here, or if he just thinks that it's incredibly lucky that they guessed it right.
Okay. Yeah, make a wisdom save.
Word.
Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, that's a 5.
Yeah, Pale, as you're sitting here, this wisdom save was to see if you would go crazy or if your mind would keep it together in a way that made logical sense. So at least that's what I picked up on you asking.
Yeah.
Pale, as you look around and you see that according to this store, and according to everything everyone's told you about LARPing and Dungeons & Dragons, you are realizing that in this world at least, your world feels pretty fucking real to you. You realize that at least in this world, your entire world is fiction. You might be a fictional character. You may only exist based on whoever's writing you. And as you sit here and you stare at the lovely little statue of Driz Duwarden, you start to fucking panic. You start breathing hard. You get sweaty and thirsty. You're not doing good. The air conditioning makes it cold in here, but you feel hot and you're sweaty. You feel like you're almost about to set on fire again.
Do I see this?
With your billion perception, yes.
I run to start taking care of him. Yo, we need to lay him down. I'm doing this for 2 reasons. To Bailey. I'm doing this for 2 reasons. 1, because I want to help my friend. 2, because this should definitely be a way to stay here.
I want you guys to all make insight checks. Ian, as you've met Amy and Herb, you can make this with advantage.
Uh-oh. That's super normal.
Yeah.
Could someone roll it for me?
You said insight?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have, I think, a +2.
25 for me.
Okay.
Insight is, nope, I have 0. So just whatever the advantage roll is.
And Pale, you can too, even though you're freaking out. You could have been observing them earlier.
Yeah, it's an 18.
Okay.
No, I'm in the midst of the worst panic attack of my life.
Yeah.
It's vibes.
It's fine.
Fuck the wheat ball.
Rolling for Ian.
Yeah. This is just at advantage flat roll.
Okay, natural 20.
Oh,
Damn.
Damn.
Okay.
I take those.
All of you easily know, while Amy and Herb are lovely people, I love them. Bailey Ford especially. They've done things for me that they definitely didn't need to. I could go into that, but they're exceptionally kind. They're lovely people who just want to bring joy to the world in the form of feeding their gambling addiction via Magic the Gathering cards. But you guys are gonna have to... It will be almost impossible to leave you in the store or to stay with you in the store. They're old, they want to go home, Herb especially, and they're shrewd business people. They're lovely people, but they're business people. They're not going to leave you alone in their store with nearly $500,000 in inventory in very stealable packaging. That's when Amy was selling the store. She's like, does any of you have about $500,000? And I'm like, Amy, fuck no. And so she's like, for
It's
you
actually
guys,
my
we'd,
back pocket.
yeah, for you guys, we'd sell it to you for $400,000. I'm like, Amy, it's hilarious that you think any of us, we could all try to buy the store from you together and would not be able to.
Yeah, I was about to say not have enough money still.
Yeah. So she sold it to someone else. But
Well, shit. You should have asked me when you.
oh, did you have that much money then? God damn it, Darian. All right. Well.
No, it's called a fucking loan,
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah.
business loan.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But anyway,
Yeah,
you guys know that it's going to be almost impossible. If you guys were to sleep outside the back, they wouldn't say anything, probably, as long as you didn't go, hey, we're going to sleep in the back of the store, because they would think that's really weird. But you guys figured that's your best bet. I'll go ahead and say one of you got a fucking 25. Your best bet is just to sleep in the alley outside. But they're happy to let you stay here till the store closes. But it's going to be almost impossible to convince them to let you stay. But meanwhile, Pale, you're having a panic attack on the floor.
Yay.
Also, you can figure with your 25 or 18s and nat 20, I think one of you got. It's you know that if you freak out right here too much, they're going to call an ambulance. You don't know what an ambulance is, but you know that they're going to call for help of some sort. Yeah.
Yeah, we need no more calls from the Magic Stone. So yeah, I'm gonna get. Amy, can you get him some water, please?
Goes, oh yeah, sure. Should get you like $1 bottle of water, or just like a cup from the bank.
Just a cup from the back is fine.
Yeah.
And so as I sit down on the floor, I have his head in my lap, trying to calm him down from freaking out.
Is he too hot or what?
Huh?
Is he too hot?
Everything's...
Or what?
Nothing is everything.
I
Amy
believe
squints
it's
at you,
heat stroke.
Carolina.
I take the water and splash it in his face.
Ugh.
And she'd grab some paper towels and get them wet and kind of just like lazily slap them on your face for comedic effect.
Ugh.
Then realize she's waterboarding you and then move them off your mouth.
Thank you. I needed that.
And Herb's like, the wee-woo wagon's gonna be like $3,000, so just chill on the floor.
The wee-woo wagon. Okay.
Don't ask questions, no.
Yep, fair enough. It never goes well for me.
But a couple other people in the store who've been playing games are like, is he good? You'd have somebody...
Yeah, he's good.
You'd have somebody emerge with one of those like Crystal Light packets, but it's like Gatorade or something. And Amy's
Nice.
like, oh, thanks, Chris. And she puts that in more water and hands it to you.
I'm kind of
Yeah,
holding
he's
it like
been
my
really
life
hot
depends
today.
on it.
Because this is a magic
Yeah, he's
potion. It gives you a smile.
Hmm.
Oh,
Does that
okay.
take a bonus action to drink?
They have magic here.
They all
Okay.
laugh
This is-
as you say that.
They have magic here. It's okay. It's good.
We do have magic here. Do you play?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, when you get it together, I'm sure somebody'd be happy to teach you.
thank you.
She leaves you be
Yeah.
on the cool tile floor that nobody's swept in a while, but it's fine.
Dusty pail.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do we sweep in Acadia?
A lot of the floors are dirt.
Yeah, and the brooms are for flying.
Huh.
Zinga.
Do you think it's just hit me?
I try not to think.
Pixie dust can make you fly. What if the first flying broom was because they were sweeping and accidentally swept up some pixie dust and then it got stuck in the broom thing, and then now the broom can fly?
Who's to say?
Maybe that was the first flying broom.
Yeah. Where does the pixie dust come from? Do they
Well,
sneeze or fart?
Pixie skin cells, obviously. That's where all the rest
When
of the
a
dust
mommy
comes from.
pixie and a daddy pixie.
No. You telling me pixie dust is just male pixie cum?
Yep.
Oh no.
I mean, I was thinking sneezing or fart particles, but okay.
No, dead skin cells, like all the rest of the dust in the world.
Yep.
So what if you just eat a pixie?
Well, it's not quite dust, is it?
Yeah,
You
but
just
if
have
it's the
glitter
skin
in your
particles,
shit.
but if it's all the skin particles that creates the pixie dust, can you fart and make somebody else fly?
You sneeze on them, maybe. What if you dry out a pixie like jerky and then snort them?
I think you'd get arrested by the pixie police. They'd remove your heterosexuality.
There's probably somebody here in the
That-
store who's also having this debate with you. Or next to you, but... You have people in here who are all too eager to dream about pixie war crimes.
None of you are a
Join.
pixie, are you? No, serious question. None of you are a pixie, right?
Somebody laughs and says, I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to ask that question anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's, are you a
I
friend
have
of
pixie
Tiffany?
friends.
Is how you ask it now.
I have pixie friends.
I see, I see.
No. I have pixie friends.
And Amy goes, "Oh, we need to get a pixie, like a pixie taxidermy." And Herb goes, "Get on eBay," and she runs off into the back to get on
What?
Who is
Don't
Ian?
ask questions, Carolina.
Carolina tells herself. I mean, there's a taxidermy goblin standing on like a little shelf in here. All four
No, I
feet.
was gonna ask what's an eBay.
Oh,
It's like, and I as I say that, I grab my own lips.
uh-huh. Like in a cartoon where you grab all the way around him. Yeah.
And for some reason, I got the random song stuck in my head by No Doubt. Don't speak. No, just what you're.
What you thinking?
Hey, Pale, make me another wisdom save to see how in deep you are.
Cause I'm in too deep. That's a 9.
Okay, you're still overcome with the oh my god, I'm a fictional character, oh my god, I'm a fictional character, everything I know isn't real. You've just actually found out the world is in fact a simulation. And you are able to keep your mouth shut and not make a scene, but you are still overwhelmed by this knowledge that has just occurred to you.
You took the red pill.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that red pill is not sitting well.
Hey, you got that reference, Bailey?
I've seen The Matrix.
Who the fuck hasn't seen it?
Okay.
Dude,
Well, it's I have a list.
You can't use that logic with Bailey when it comes to movies.
Yeah, I have a list of every movie I've ever seen, and the list is under 300. The Matrix is one of them, however.
I have one friend who's only seen around 40 movies.
Yeah. I grew up in a cult, I have an excuse.
yeah, fair
Huh.
enough.
And I don't own a
That's fine,
television. Which I could fix
Well-
that myself, but I don't feel like it.
That's not on you.
But anyway, sorry.
TVs aren't real.
Yeah.
They're not. Go with the fake
They're
shit on
not.
them.
Oh, you were a baby? Yes.
I mean, everything on it's fake. You got 30-year-olds playing 16-year-olds.
You got
True.
your entire universe on my computer screen.
Yeah.
Do you
It's
tell your
just like New
friends
Mexico, the land. It's just like New Mexico, the land of enchantment. That's the TV.
Yeah. Hell, do
I
you tell your friends
tell-
what you're freaking out about?
I just kind of lightly say, guys, if the courier was right that we won't get to keep it, I'm okay with that. Just leave it there.
As he starts spazzing out like the lady on the plane. That motherfucker right there is not real.
It's not real!
That's me.
And you're pointing to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Another hour passes in the store. It's about 9. They close at 10. Do you guys continue to just chill and eat popcorn?
Chill until they
Yes,
kick
it's
us out.
Just gonna ask if they know anywhere that we can go and stay. Do you guys know anywhere that I can just go sleep?
There's a motel like right over, but you're likely to get bed bugs, to be honest. Herb says he's like, they pay by the hour, if you know what I mean.
We don't have any money.
We get lot
Yeah,
lizards in
maybe
our
not.
parking lot.
We don't. What was the voice I was using?
That was it.
We don't have money.
We don't have any money. Yeah, there it is. We don't have any money, actually.
Oh,
We just got here.
yeah, you're
yeah,
friends
that's-
of Bigley's, right?
No,
Yeah.
we're searching for the Ford. We were told
Yeah.
that she had knowledge about our world.
Yeah. Where
Don't
are you guys
worry, we'll
from?
find it here.
From the material plane. I was there since its creation.
We're from
You-
a
you
land
want-
far, far away.
You guys want to make a history check?
Sure.
Just gonna say we're fans of her story.
The never-ending story.
Never-ending story.
You guys have her phone number still, also.
Mm-hmm.
That's another 9.
Oh, that sucked. That sucked. The dice rolled around, landed on an 18, and then rolled back to a
It's okay,
2.
guys. I got this. It's a natural one, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I got a 1.
Last words.
Okay.
I got a 1. Not a
Okay.
natural 1. It's a dirty 1.
So 1, natural 1, and...
9.
Okay. In the distance, you guys hear those police sirens again, but they're in the distance. And Herb, who's fully loves his wife and the store they've made, he's not into all the fantasy stuff, and he pretends to laugh of ha from the material plane. Yeah.
Oh, I guess he didn't catch.
You broke off, man.
Oh, fuck.
Now you're back.
Okay, I'm back. All right, yeah. My wife called and kicked me off the headset.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess he didn't catch my land far, far away.
Oh no, yeah. But they tell you if you like, did you just get on a plane and fly down for no reason?
Yes.
No, not necessarily. We were teleported here by a friend of ours, the courier. Do you happen to know a man in clothes like these, actually, exactly, with red hair?
Let me roll something really quick. Amy says, the red-haired courier from Bailey's game?
Yeah. The
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
the game she
Faster.
created.
What's going on?
We're
I'm
not-
sorry, I was looking at the,
Just wait till we start,
The
till we see
task
Bailey.
Amy says, you were shipped by the courier, and she pretends to put her elbows on an imaginary table and goes, what was it like?
really weird. I
Yeah.
didn't have flesh before. I'm sweating. And he leans in.
Do you have anything for that?
Terrible.
Anything for sweating? No, it's Texas, honey.
Texas.
What was y'all's names again?
Bastion, son of Gond. The champion of Gond now, but also the son of him. He made me.
It's just Bastion.
Amy narrows her eyes a little bit, but then looks to you. And what was your name, ma'am?
Carolina.
Looks at you, Pale.
You already know what I'm going to say.
That's Pale. That's his name.
That's Pale.
So you guys flew here to meet Bailey, pretending to be the characters from her game. A game that only has, like, 40 subscribers.
Yeah.
Y'all are that into this?
No,
Yes.
again, I think you're getting
Yes.
confused.
Yes.
We didn't fly here.
Yes. What do you call it here? When you dress up as character?
Cosplay.
Yes, the LARPing. Yeah, that one.
How are you guys planning on getting home?
We just kind of assumed we'll find the courier and he'll take us home.
Uh-huh.
He squints and goes, I don't know if Bailey's ever gonna believe this. I'm gonna call her. You guys put way too much work into this. Maybe she'll come in on our lunch break. And she goes into the back. What?
I was gonna say, yeah, I got her number.
Uh-huh. Amy's about to
talked to
call.
her. Okay.
Yeah. She's like, hey, you hear her have a conversation with me. And she's like, can you come in here like on your lunch break? You're not gonna believe this. There are people fucking cosplaying as your people. And you hear me be shocked and elated on the other line, but in disbelief, obviously. And so I'm like, yeah, I mean, like, there's nothing going on at the office, so I don't know, I'll be there in like 10 minutes. And then Amy hangs up and walks back and says she'll be here in like 10 minutes.
Excellent. We were going to have to sleep outside until tomorrow.
Yeah, that's are y'all like real life friends of hers? Like, was this supposed to be like, a birthday present?
Real life.
No, we've never met her.
Life. Tail just walks outside and sits on the ground.
We just learned about her from friends, it's not friends, but someone we met on the street.
And then you got that into it and flew from wherever the fuck you're from.
Yes.
I mean, sure, if that's what you're going to keep saying, despite us not having flown here.
You guys are really good.
Just break down.
And she's going to show you a picture that she took when she was LARPing and she met William Shatner. It's framed in her office.
Okay.
But if you're going to go outside.
Does she have any pictures of the characters?
No. Despite Free Range Pumpkins still existing in this universe, the show still only has 39 subscribers as of now.
Damn.
We
Bailey,
need to
love
get
yourself.
we need to get actual drawings out of our characters.
Yeah.
I would love to commission some fan art.
I can reach out to some artists to see if they'd be down, but I'm super poor right now.
I'd bankroll that shit. Kidding me?
True, we do have a lawyer in here.
Also me.
Yeah.
But I've actually paid somebody who sells merch at Comic-Con conventions. I've paid them to distribute because I made business cards years ago, but I've been too afraid and socially awkward to actually give them to anyone or leave them anywhere. So I still have like 300 of them.
You gave me a bunch, and I think they're somewhere in my room.
Yeah.
I did hand them out.
What does the con in Comic-Con stand for?
Convention.
Comic-Con convention?
Comic convention?
It was just funny you said Comic-Con convention.
Oh, whatever. Fuck off.
Tail has a heart attack.
Not a heart attack. It's I don't want to kill you, I just want to make you suffer. You just get a headache.
Tail has a stroke.
Yeah. But do you guys do anything in these 10 minutes other than let Amy show you all the knickknacks she has around the store? Because she will just keep doing that to ignore how weird this is.
Again, Pale's outside having a breakdown on the sidewalk, just like head in hands. After she said, "Are you guys friends from real life?"
Yeah.
I will let her keep showing me things.
And she's like, if you guys are into D&D, and she goes, oh, I know what she does. She's like, if y'all are into D&D, let me show you the new dice we just got in. And she's like, these are metal ones. They're really heavy. They have tungsten cores. And she picks one up, and they're a beautiful gold, and then they have like purple sparkles in them. She goes, these are our Vivian dice.
What?
And she would tell you the whole Starfinder thing. She would tell you the real origins of Vivian.
Can I have them?
I mean, you said you didn't have any money.
Well,
Right.
yeah, but he's the champion of Vivian, or she's the champion of Vivian. So the heat's getting to me as well.
She, again, does the, you guys are weird, but then puts them on the side and says, if you can come up with the money, I'll be happy to give them to you. They're
Well,
$45.
how much are they? $45. That's what we're supposed to be rescuing from Chase Bank.
No, we were rescuing 200. What are dollars? It's like a
She would
currency?
pull out $1 from the cash register and dramatically wave it in the air.
Oh,
Behold,
it is
$1.
money.
It is, in
it's
fact,
currency.
By the way, I'm
Sorry,
posting.
I'll take my seatbelt off.
she would explain to you, there's, she's like, one fun fact I know about Bailey's World, Amy probably wouldn't actually know this, but a gold piece is equivalent to $70, so these would be 5 silver. But then she puts them back in the glass case.
Sorry if you're hearing the beeping.
It's not
I'm
very loud.
parking.
It's okay.
I was gonna say, by the way, I've posted pictures of my friend's art. If you guys are curious, thoughts.
Fun.
Neat.
And their prices are
Graphic.
fairly reasonable. I can get a quote.
Yeah.
We can talk about it afterwards, just so I can
Yeah.
know exactly what to request of them,
Do you
or at least request to get a quote.
Get a quote, like from Chase Bank.
Yeah.
But the 10 minutes pass, and you see in this parking lot a big combustion engine vehicle, one that seems almost absurd if you don't have a use for it. In her defense, she used to go camping a lot. You see my big dented creeper van with the the cattle guard on the front, and I park and I get out, and I'm wearing a black suit despite how hot it is, and
That seems normal to me.
I look like me. I exit my creeper van wearing a black suit and smoking a cigarette. Let's just say I look cool, because this is fiction, real world. And I step into the thing, and I walk up to the door, and I kind of walk around you, Pale, probably assuming that you're a homeless person or something, or just someone from the store that I don't recognize. Do you do anything as I walk past you?
Did you know that I'm not real? I exist in the mind of someone. And I came
Bailey
to
Ford
being by
pauses
accident.
and looks down at you. What?
I found out that everything I've done is pointless. The people whose lives I've saved, it's not real. It's a story that someone created for 39 people.
Bailey narrows her eyebrows and then hands you a cigarette. Do you want one?
What is this? What's in it?
Tobacco. You seem like you're having a tough time. I know a couple therapists.
Yeah, I'm gonna go raise it up to my hair to try to light it.
I hand you a lighter.
Son of a fuck. I'll just hold on to it. The metaphor of the thing is better than actually lighting it. That nothing's real. What's your name?
Bailey?
Oh, go. Fuck. fuck yourself.
What's your name?
And I storm back into the store ahead of her. You. The pronouns are getting confusing in a way I didn't expect.
Yeah.
You
Where's-
have pronouns.
Whoever this Bailey is, the woman in a black suit with pretty unkept hair in a ponytail, and that's all. She finishes her cigarette and finds somewhere to put it because she doesn't like to litter, and then walks into the store and goes, "Hey, Amy!" And she goes, "Hey, there's people to see you," and points to you three.
Hi.
Her.
You know her?
The Bailey.
Oh, the Ford.
We aren't real.
You guys like the show?
Hi. Apparently, we are the show.
What?
I'm Carolina.
I'm Bastion, son of Gond. Pleasure to meet you. And I do the hand, and I offer the hand.
I go in for I'm gonna try to keep this Bailey in third person. Bailey goes in for a handshake, extremely excited, even though she's confused.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Why,
Crushing
why-
grip.
why did you do all of that to Ash? He didn't deserve it. Why would you say he deserved it?
Amy says they're pretending to be characters from the show, and and Bailey learns that you're apparently cosplayers. Said, why did I do all? So you guys
I'm
are.
just gonna put a hand on her shoulder and say, "The career quest."
Bailey's eyes open wide,
Hi.
mingled with horror, as she takes in what she would imagine to be your human forms, as she has imagined them before, as she has in fact written the career quest before, and goes, "Y'all want to come outside with me?"
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Pale, the frantic
He
one.
knows.
And I'm Carolina.
Yeah, she would take you guys outside, away from the civilians.
I'll put a broth at the corners of my mouth. Just a little
And-
bit tasteful.
And she would grab all of your shoulders and goes, "I wonder if this is how Stephen King felt. Even though he's way better than me. Oh God. Wait. This
What?
is real."
Yes.
For some reason, I'd prefer it not to be.
She puts her hands on each of your shoulders and goes, "Okay. So, the one thing I've wanted to tell you, I'm just gonna ignore the fact that this is actually happening. And even if someone put you up to this, like Ian or Darian or Matt, I'm just gonna pretend it's real because I really want it to be.
Who?
I'll tell you in a minute. But Pale, all of you, the ones of you who wanted to do this quest, it was probably Pale who dragged the rest of you into it, right?
Sure was. He shot at the courier.
Yeah.
You
Listen.
weren't gonna leave him.
No, it's okay. I just want to tell you, knowing all the answers, it ruins the story.
Okay, well, how do we get back?
You know the story, though.
Let's say, and now I've said that sentence. If I tell you every answer, it will ruin your story. Granted, ask me anything.
Well, the courier said we wouldn't. The courier said we wouldn't remember any of this, so I suppose we could just ask you anything and it'd be fine.
Yeah?
How do we stop them all?
Friendship. Right?
What is the maw, actually? That's specifically one of the things that we were looking for.
Okay. I can tell you how the Maw was created and what it is. But what I can't tell you, and I can tell you why I can't tell you, I can't tell you how you stop it in your world. Because you have to figure that out. Because
Yeah, that's kind of expected.
Yeah, I mean, you said ask anything, so.
yeah, and I meant it. Okay, so maybe you do understand this already, but there has to be balance to your universe. And good and evil always advances together because that's what keeps it going. But I know you're panicking. But have you ever noticed that in the long term, the good guys always win? You're gonna
What world is
win.
this out there?
Yours.
Oh, that's right. Story. Like
And
what
maybe
my
it's
mom used to tell me.
and maybe you're not gonna win in the way you thought you would or you expected, but you're always gonna win. And I can't tell you how to solve your problems, but you will solve them. And you'll get through this, and you've come way too far to stop now. And bad things happen to people because they become so much more than who they were to overcome them. But the entire point of bad guys is so there can be good ones. The entire point of villains is so there can be heroes. And the entire point of having questions is so you can find the answers. The Maw was created for the exclusive, specific, sole purpose of you beating it. And it's gonna be beautiful when you do. Your entire lives have been leading up to saving every dimension, every timeline, everything, everywhere, every time. Because you three are too beautiful and wonderful to not be given anything other than absolute victory. An enemy any smaller than the Maw would be an insult and so much less than you deserve. And I know it's scary and exhausting and painful to not know the answers, but I promise it's going to be worth it. Because if I told you how to destroy the Maw and you did it tomorrow, if we just ended all the pain in your world, we might as well destroy it entirely, because your entire world exists in the form of a story. So if there's no conflict, no preface, no rising action, no struggle, no climax, no overcoming the antagonist, then what story do we tell? Because if nothing gets worse, it also never gets better. If your world's just sunshine and rainbows, then there won't ever be heroes again. If nothing's broken, then there's nothing to fix. If I remove all the enemies, then there's no one to save. And the Maw might as well have eaten your world if we just say that it's over, if it's endless bliss. Because nothing will ever change again if that's just everyone's happy. No matter how much I wish that we could be that, it would just be over.
Well, I'm glad that you can tell us all of this, because got the vibes from everybody else that we've met, besides the person who gave us your number, that they think we're crazy.
Well, I think I'm crazy is the trouble.
I mean, I think a lot of people sometimes think that they're crazy, but I mean, if what you're saying is true, then you've crafted this loving story for, I guess, for us. That we, as the characters in your story, exist solely so that you may share that creation with the world. You're basically, you're like me. Creation is so fun, isn't it?
Are you Gond?
No. And
Are you the courier?
no, the couriers. Yeah.
Can I just ask you one question?
Yeah.
If you know us as a story, then my plan, does it work?
So, you see Bailey kind of grimace at Caroline and Bastion. But she looks at you, Pale, and she says, I will say, the good guys do always have to win. But there are some things that are necessary.
Yeah. So anyway, the courier, what the fuck is with that guy?
Yeah, also, who is he?
I mean,
wake up. Or back on Mercadia, we never find out who he is.
no, it's so that's the trouble. Is that it'd be easier for him to tell you, and that had been my plan. Okay, so the reason I sound like I have everything prepped is because I did. I've read what I meant to tell you so many times that I basically memorized it. But he's supposed to come tell you here soon, I guess. Whenever you're ready to go back. Well, this is where it gets complicated.
Oh my god, it's an existing Deus Ex.
He'll tell you. He'll tell you. Later.
Is Pelor wrong?
What way? Morally, yes.
Okay, cool. That's really all I was looking for then.
No, okay, so... And honestly, it's not his fault. Because, like...
I'm kind of a dick.
Pelor's evil so Merkul can turn good. And Claudius takes every opportunity he has to be more powerful and evil and corrupt so he can show how good Henry is. And, like, the entire point of Henry's story is that he has so many opportunities to do something bad, to abuse his power, or hurt his people, or for his own gain, and that he never does. And he wouldn't be so wonderful if there wasn't someone awful to compare him to. And
I just have one last question, too. Why can't Bastion fuck?
Because he doesn't want to.
Oh.
Simple as.
I don't think it's ever been I can't, it's just I don't want to.
Yeah.
I always thought you could.
I could build a dick.
I thought you just didn't know how.
But
Or,
Garfield's
you know,
already made you some. He's got them in a box. You just have to ask.
That's terrible. Why did he do that?
Some
This is
parts of the story we
Garfield.
don't need to know.
Have you seen the way he dresses? I wouldn't put anything off the table.
I fucking love Garfield. So you need some comic
That is-
relief, man.
That is the scariest thing you could have said. I'm
He
going
was
to be honest.
purely for comic relief.
The only
he was
relief is when
he
he's
was- He was the angst character in Campaign 3, but then Campaign 3 fell apart, so now he's comic relief in yours.
he was an angst character?
Oh yeah, if you listen to him talk about like his real past life, it's fucking brutal, dude. You're gonna meet his sister soon when Henry has the meaning of a god's vision.
Oh. Well, I don't know if they have, but but it's like it's coming up, right?
Yeah. No, you guys have seen it. Well, Bastion
Right.
hasn't still probably, but. And you asked me earlier about Ash, and I knew you'd have that question.
You could have fucked up. I'm gonna be real with you. God.
I know.
Hell, when did you ask her about Ash?
He mentioned it.
Oh, when she was outside, when we had a bit of a moment where I might have cursed her out.
And, you know, I don't make all this for 39 people. I make it for 3. 4, counting me. And, you know?
Fuck you, Leo.
So we have 39 followers.
Yeah, but there's like an average of, I don't know, 6 views per video, so take that as you will. But no, I make the game for you 3. I put it on YouTube so I can listen to it later. I know
Yeah,
no
fuck
one's
you,
ever going to listen to this.
Fuck you,
What's
Ten,
YouTube?
Leo, Tatiana, and Wanda. Take that.
Wait, what's disappearing disease?
What's a YouTube?
It's how I explain when you're gone.
Oh my god.
It's the easiest way.
Wait a second. You said for 3. Are we not independent? Like, are we? I thought you were telling the story. We're characters.
Wait, yeah, who?
I made the world. The other 3 helped me tell the story.
Well,
So you
then,
are
hurry.
good.
And Pal has another freak out moment of, oh my god, even my autonomy isn't autonomous.
I just say, look,
Carolina doesn't know what that means. I say that in third person.
yeah. You're smarter than you think you are, Carolina. But look, Pale, I want to tell you this. Ash went through everything so that you would understand why someone would want to end the world other than just because they're a psychopath. everything that Ash
That's a
went
great
through
point.
was because that makes him a this is fucked up to say too. Because he's a good person who does really bad things. Ash went through all of that because he needed to choose every time to still be good despite the world crushing him. He went through all of that so he could be the man who never gave up. And who made a choice that no one else would make because they haven't seen what he's seen. All of that happened to him and he's still a good person. All of that happened to him and he still thinks of a world where things are better. And he's still suffered more than I think any of us could imagine. But he still loves and he still has hope. And he looked up to Steven his whole life so everyone else in Ash's life could look up to Ash. If Steven can do it, then so can I. If Ash can do it, then so can I. And fuck me, I've looked up to Ash sometimes, even though I fucking wrote the guy, apparently. And though honestly, y'all's stories come to me in fever dreams. Not really, but just like, I don't think how could it just occurs to me that that's what should happen, and if I try to write around it, it gets a weird feeling in me, so that's what I write, that's how I write what happened. Anyway, Ash had to go through all of that to show everyone else that it could be done, because no one else has the fucking excuse of bad people did bad things to me, so I'm gonna do bad things to other people. You know, I'm gonna make people scared because I was scared. It's so many evil people did evil shit to him, and he still chose to be a good person. So no one else has an excuse to just be evil for no reason.
That was exceedingly poetic. Fair enough. You got me there.
And guess what, bud? So many people broke that guy's heart because he kept trying to force happy ever after and soulmates and everything. Because guess what, bud? If you want it, he couldn't have a happy ending before because you're his happy ending.
And feels me like, I have no idea what we're talking about. He and I are just buddies and bros and pals. And anyway, I don't think this is a real Bailey Ford, you guys.
It's nothing bad's gonna happen to Ash anymore because you're here to save him.
Yeah, guys,
Katrina
it's definitely not the real one.
Katrina hurt Ash so you could fucking kill her and save him. He had a cursed body so you could get him a new one. He hates his real name, so one day he'll heal enough for you to be able to call him by that. Ash always needs a hug, so you can give him one. There has to be victims so there can be heroes. And guess what, Pale? You're his hero. And Bailey pokes you in the chest with a smile.
And Pale turns redder than he ever did as a Genasi.
Mm-hmm.
As she pokes him in the chest, I reach for my weapon that's not there.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm sure we could ask all sorts of other things about the Maw and the war to come and everything, but I mean, if the Maw exists as an existential metaphysical idea, a finality, that makes sense.
I guess. I guess we're not getting out of here until we meet the courier, right?
Yeah.
So how do we get by, in this world that we don't know how to live in or have any dollars? I think that's what they call it here.
You're not going to be here for long, but I am going to buy you those dice.
Oh, the Vivian dice?
Yeah, because I know you want them.
If
If the other two of you want anything from the store, I can get them from you too.
We're getting to the point where Bailey is writing the game in the game as the game with this is like Homestuck levels of self-referential.
And look,
she really does know us.
I know you're freaking out because you think this, you're seeing your world as a simulation. But maybe technically you're made up. But all three of you, please hear me as I say this with all of my heart. Bastion, Carolina, and Pale, every one of you's real enough for me to love you.
What about 10 and...
Oh, no, fuck those guys.
No, I'll see them later. I'll tell them this in person. This is about you three.
Wait, they're here?
Kinda. But 90% of the time, unless I'm actively having like literally before Amy called me, I was thinking about you guys. You're all I think about, and you're real enough for me to smile when I think about you. I love you.
Guess we can't hate someone that's actively trying to make us better. Hopefully, meaning us does not land you into a psych ward.
Can we pray to you?
Hear it up, Bailey. Damn.
Don't. That's I pull out my necklace with the small Jesus Christ on it. Don't do that.
No, brother, I'm talking about me, not Bastion.
No, no. No, Carolina asked if you could pray to me. Don't. Don't. You won't remember I exist.
First, I'm going to start.
But I hug each of you, starting with Bastion if he's tearing up.
I think Bastion has mostly just got like a, this is new information.
Or Ian if he's tearing up. All right.
Yeah, Ian's got some stuff in his chest right now. It's raining inside. Damn.
Water coming out. Waterworks coming out of his face.
Who's Colonel Mustang is that?
Hey, I know if no one gets my reference, Matt's gonna get my reference.
I got you. Most
Atta
depressing
boy.
bullshit.
Dapping you up
We
over
out
that
there.
one. Yeah, if you offer Bastion a hug, though, he's gonna give you the full force fucking bear hugs that he normally gives.
Brush my ribs.
Yeah, it's not a real hug unless you hear a crack.
Yeah.
I mean, Bailey be okay. She picks up 400-pounders on a daily.
Yeah, for a person who writes all day and thinks of nothing but dice and everything, weirdly muscular. But I take pride in that. I'm a professional deadlifter, and by which I mean I work at a funeral home. However, my actual max is 280. So anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I had an issue where I misjudged weight before. Because in my prime, I could squat 600 pounds, my max. I'm sure that I could still get somewhere around that. But there was a tire in the way of one of my trainees, and I misjudged the weight of this so bad. I thought it was about 600 pounds laying on its side. So I was like, oh, so about 300 pounds to stand it up? I can stand it up. Squatted down, started to lift, heard 3 pops in my right arm.
Yeah.
Tore my bicep tendon because it was nowhere near 600 pounds.
You were so strong you broke yourself.
It was about 1,400 pounds.
Like a tractor tire?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
With a rim in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Bailey hugs all of you, and she starts to tear up too, even though she's having an existential crisis and is going to call her therapist later. But then she goes and buys you the Vivian dice, and she buys you guys like more snacks that the Amy and Herb have.
Do they have ice cream for Pale? Because he's overheating.
I'm surprisingly good right now. In like the weirdest way. Things make sense.
You know those popsicles that come in plastic tubes and they're just Kool-Aid basically?
Mm-hmm.
I buy one of those
Flavor
for each of us. Bailey buys one of those for each of us.
Hale's gonna spend the rest of his life on Mercadia trying to recreate that, even though he doesn't know what it is he's chasing.
Says, so is there anything else you guys want to ask?
Are we going to forget all of this?
What do you want to remember?
I mean, popcorn is a thing. Movies? Like,
I'd say Bastion could have the idea to make them.
I was gonna ask, can I remember how to make a car? Or what are they called? They're called cars?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I remember how to make that?
Yeah, it's gonna take you a long time to do, just because, again, balance. And there's no roads, but you can start making them. You can be Henry Ford.
That's fine, I can make it float.
okay.
Wait.
Also,
You
Bailey,
created cars?
No, see, common misconception. My name is Bailey Ford. My grandfather's name is, in fact, Henry Ford, but he's not that Henry Ford, the Henry Ford whom. He didn't even invent cars, he just invented how to make them faster.
That's so funny. I didn't know your great-grandfather was fucking Henry Ford. The wrong
Yeah, my
one.
granddad's name's Henry Ford, yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
It's true.
I have
tried
an
to add
Uncle
me on
Sam as
Facebook.
well.
Oh my god. You're the most American fucking person.
My
did try.
uncle's. Oh, what?
Your grandfather did try to add me on Facebook.
Nice. But my uncle, whose name is in fact Sam, his business is building and selling mobile homes, and he has a pet wolf.
That's so cool.
What the
He
fuck?
picked it up on a hunting trip in Alaska after he shot its mother.
Of course you do.
That is
That's cool, but still cool.
that's mighty man of you.
I threw a tennis ball around with the thing when I was a kid, and like you could hear its feet hit the ground. It's incredible. Like you could feel its steps in your own feet, because it was like a 200-pound dog.
Okay.
I tell Bastion, Carolina, and Pale this as I smoke cigarettes and eat popsicles with you guys.
I don't want to remember any of it.
Are any of these dice weighted? Like trick dice?
You're not going to have them when we get back anyway.
Yes, I am.
I mean, I reckon Amy's got a few. I can ask her.
Are there any Gond ones?
Do I get to keep these?
Yeah,
Like, keep these?
yeah. We'll just say you bought them at a pawn shop. There are dice with gears on them, Bastion.
Sure, I'll take those.
You want some dice with like red and yellow glitter in it, Matt? Or little flames?
No, I think
I just called you Matt. I'm sorry, Pale.
it's the same difference. I think what's best is if I don't remember any of this or any of the ideas. No, I know anything. I don't think it's good for me to know that we have a good ending ahead. I think I need the worry.
You called him Matt. Is that his real name?
Bailey cringes a little and says that's his player's name.
But you
What's
asked
mine?
if someone put us up to it. Are you named... Bash, I think you're named Darian.
No.
That sounds
I
almost
really had
right.
a 50-50 shot there.
Do you
50-50 shot.
do you guys want to talk to your real selves? Because that might be a conversation that would actually drive you insane.
No,
I
'cause I
take
think I'd
those.
want to kill him. If
You
someone
wanna
kill him?
intentionally pulled me from Tyr to Mercor, even though it went well, and all this
Yeah.
tumult...
A
when
lot of
it's
that
good.
was bad luck, man. It was some
Yeah,
really
him.
bad luck.
I
I
mean,
blame him.
none of the
I
names
almost
that you
killed
said,
Ash.
none of the names that you said sound like female names.
No,
I
they
would-
aren't.
I'd like to talk to him.
You want to talk to Ian?
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Absolutely, sure.
Okay. Now are you sure?
Yeah, I mean it's basically like talking to Gond, right?
Sorta?
I mean, Gond controls every aspect of my life, and you know he's got his divine directive that I follow unwittingly.
Do you want me
It
to
all
tell
kind of
him
works
what's
out.
going on before you talk to him, or do you want to tell him?
I don't think he'd believe me if someone said.
Probably not. I'll call him though. He's probably fucking. He's on Discord, and so Bailey calls Ian through Discord on her phone.
What day is it?
It's I don't know, probably like a Thursday.
Yeah, I'd be available.
Okay. You were gonna call yourself and then not answer.
Oh, because I was. I think actually, I don't think Ian answers. And then I think he texts like at work right now. What's up?
Someone wants to talk to you, fan of the show. Huge fan of the show.
Holy shit.
I'm whacked out as well.
Yeah, sure. Give me 1 sec. Let me. Yeah.
We'll put you on speaker.
Sure. Yeah. Ian will go shut the door to his office and then call.
Okay. I hand Bastion Bailey hands Bastion the phone.
Hey Bailey, what's up? We have a fan?
Yeah, his name's here, you introduce yourself there, bud.
Hi, I'm Bastion, son of Gond. Hey, Bastion, son of Gond. That's what?
He knows the catchphrase. Bailey's obviously cringing, wondering how she's going to explain this to Ian later. She mutters to herself, maybe I'll just make everyone forget about everything.
Well, Bastion, you wanted to talk to him.
My grandmother needs to show me something.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bastion, that's somebody else on the other end of his, sending stone, who he, like they're, we're over here and they're over there, and you get it, you're smart.
Good thing I'm in here and he's out there and he's the caveman.
Wow, he does know the catchphrase, yeah. What's up, Bastion, son of Gond? I wanted to talk to you. You control me, apparently, and you dictate everything that I do. You're a little like Gond. I think that's really cool. I just wanted to talk to you.
Just go with it, Ian.
Sure. Yeah. I guess I do. Control what happens with Bastion. Did you want to, ask him something? Or, ask me something? What's going on, man? I really wanted to, at least hear you and talk with you, and I just think it's very neat that I get to speak with who's basically the god of Gond. Cool, man. Yeah, hey, yeah. Hey, can you pass me to Bailey really quick? I gotta ask something real quick.
I take the phone.
Bastion will hand off the phone to Bailey.
Yeah, I say, I take you off speaker. What's up, dog?
This guy, what the fuck? Why does this guy like Bastion so much?
I'll tell you later. It's important. Unless do you want to know for real right now?
What the fuck? Is this what? Why are you acting so sketchy about this? What the fuck? Who is this guy?
I give the fictional characters pause and I walk away with Really on the phone. And I say, alright, so you know how the courier quest I was going to force you guys to go into the real world?
Yeah, the one that Matt's going to keep fucking forcing us on?
Yeah, so... so it's happening for real, and I know I spent 3 months in a mental hospital at one time, but it feels pretty fucking real right now. You're talking to actual Bastion. I'm talking to actual Bastion. We broke the fourth wall so hard that it's collapsing around us.
Carolina eavesdropping. And Carolina Impale.
And Carolina Impale. Carolina said, with a 27 passive perception.
Why don't you want your robot to fuck?
Huh. Okay.
Downright un-Mercadian.
How?
You know Stephen King, The Dark Tower? That's the only really fourth wall breaking thing I know where the writer wrote themselves into.
Cowboy guy or something?
Yeah, it's... I don't know what fourth wall break where the fictional characters go into the real world and find the author. I'm kind of afraid they're gonna murder me, to be honest.
Deadpool.
Bastion wouldn't.
Deadpool, yeah, Well, Bastion wouldn't, but...
Wait, is he a robot?
No, he's got skin. He's freaking out about it.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would be... What? Okay. Give me... Hey, just...
Need to send you a picture?
Yes, absolutely.
Here, let's do video call.
Oh my god.
Should we tell the other two? Do you think they'd want to know?
Matt's probably busy with work, because that's normally what he is.
Yeah, but I feel like he could make time for this.
I don't think Matt is gonna believe you. I gotta be honest.
You believe me? I don't believe me.
I am running the calculations right now, and I think that this is so outlandish of a lie that you don't A, you don't have a reason to lie about this, and B, weirder shit's happened, man.
Yeah. We're at
Sure,
Free-Range
my D&D,
Pumpkins.
sure, my D&D character came to life and is actively talking to you about me,
Yeah.
talking about you.
In
Why
your
not?
voice.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, dude, we're at the pumpkin.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna ask Caroline and Pale if they want to talk to Darian and Matt.
Yeah, we could get like a video call or oh my, what the?
Exactly.
A Discord call.
Yeah. I'm gonna have you all. I'm gonna ask you all if you want to be on a Discord call.
You just tell us it's an emergency D&D session.
Yeah, emergency D&D session.
Emergency D&D session at like 3:30 in the afternoon.
I'm being so honest, Matt would absolutely, like, me, Matt, the person, would respond to that.
Yeah, I put in all caps. Emergency D&D session.
Your Honor, I'd like to request a short recess. I have an important call to go attend to.
Yeah, well, it's 9 o'clock at night. But I would blow up your phone until you woke up, Matt.
Oh, it's 9 at night?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it'd be 8 for me. Westerners.
Yeah, the
Southwest
correct.
of West
That's why it's called Central, because it's the right
Wouldn't it
time
be
zone.
10 for you?
Maybe it'd be 10 for you.
Time isn't real, but yeah, y'all right. I can't do math. There's a reason why I went into this profession.
Yeah.
Okay, I call all three of you. Did Darian and Matt also answer?
Oh, yeah.
I ain't doing nothing else. I'm just sitting here in the truck watching YouTube. What's up?
I show you the phone. I show you Carolina and Pale and Bastion.
Oh, not again.
At the exact same time, Bastion and Ian go, huh, is that what they look like?
Nice.
Bailey, have metaphysical versions of ourselves become solid through thought forms? Have you created tulpas again?
Yeah, so you know the courier quest?
Yeah, the one I keep trying to force everyone onto?
Yeah, you did it.
Nice.
I can't wait to fucking find out how you get us.
Wait, when did we do the career quest?
We haven't
was-
yet.
I was
Or I
planning on
guess-
giving you the opportunity like next week. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna write that you guys forget about this just so me, Darian, Ian, and Matt don't actually just end up in an insane asylum.
Wait, have we already done this? Because you said we
This so
Yeah,
I
like,
guess
we
found
done it
out
yet.
we would forget about
there's
it.
like time travel.
How do we know we haven't done it yet? If we would forget
Oh, so we
about
haven't
it.
done it yet.
Yeah.
Well, no, because we as the players, we would.
I mean, it's
like
and
it's
Matt
player
is
v game
starting.
knowledge.
Oh, guys, don't worry. It's essentially, if you ever watch Homestuck, Andrew Hussey is a character who also created, but the character created
God,
and then
not the
multiple
fucking
versions of
Homestuck shit again,
himself.
please.
So there are. What's Homestuck?
I-
Don't pale? No.
This
It's
is so
essentially-
interesting. They have kind of our dynamic, but in like a really weird way.
yeah, but I don't like Pale. Like, I like him. I love him. I don't like him. He knows that.
Well,
That was Bastion.
that's probably why.
That was
some
bad.
people-
Bastion was speaking and Matt answered.
We're on
I
the
mean,
call.
Matt, that's probably because I can tell with how many terrible things have happened to Pale. Bailey didn't do those things.
Nah, I was a little
Matt,
silly.
you are kind of a sucker for making Pale go through terrible.
You did.
Bailey
You
said that
did.
she did some of it. I'm a
I
little
mean,
silly.
yeah, but I
A
guarantee
lot of it
that
was bad luck, too. In my
It
defense.
nothing bad happens to your character without you kind of condoning it. Like I guarantee
I
you're
thought
like,
it
hey,
would be
Bailey,
funny.
don't have that happen, and Bailey would amend that.
I thought
I mean,
it'd be
it-
funny if you tried to kill Ash when you first had a chance to really talk to him.
Didn't you?
Hey,
Well,
hey,
yeah,
Pale, Pale.
That's
for
why
what
I
it's-
made him sexy and sad, so you wouldn't kill him, because I know you.
Pale, for what it's
Pale.
worth, I'm sorry.
And then Pale and Matt both go, he's just a dude.
Uh-huh.
And
Yes.
Carolina's like, Darian's a dude. Thought the name
Yeah.
sounded like the man. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yes, I am a dude. I don't even know why. I just had the wild hair to play a female.
Well, yeah, I was always going to ask about that. Why is Carolina a girl? Never made sense.
Well, Well, my first character, who is actually somewhere floating around in this campaign, was a guy.
Mm-hmm.
But um, that campaign kind of fell apart, and he was a little overpowered. And I wanted to play something else, and then Carolina just came to mind.
And you also made her overpowered?
She got
Who
that
doesn't-
way.
Who doesn't like overpowered characters? Bastion.
She got.
I look at. Have you
She ended up that way, but she's
seen what
not as
happens with
overpowered.
Bastion?
She's not as overpowered as Drew.
Yeah.
And
Don't worry,
can
Pale. You're not overpowered.
You have Bastion. Yeah, no fucking shit with that stat spread. You gave a cleric a low wisdom. What do you think was going to happen to him?
He'd just be a silly guy who doesn't know how to do anything
He is
in
a
life.
little bit of a silly guy. No offense, Pale.
Oh.
You can blame your creator for making you
I mean-
silly and bad at doing the thing you're supposed to do. Well, honestly, you've come in clutch more than enough. You did beat Bastion in a competition you should have gotten your ass kicked in. So I got to give you credit where credit's due. Matt-
Again, Pale
Matt-
and Matt.
Hey,
That
Matt
was
is
fair and
smarter.
square.
Matt is smarter than Ian. I
Yeah.
think that should be stated. Matt is
yeah,
Pale
but
took like
Ian,
a
you
little.
got in that battle. You got lucky with Carolina because I forgot some of her mechanics.
That's fair. I think that in a new fight, Carolina and Bastion might be evenly tied, but I've upped Bastion's AC a bunch. Yeah. Hey, Bailey, can you have Bastion step forward a bit? I'm gonna speak to him directly now that I feel like this is actually a thing that's happening and not just you having a full mental breakdown over dealing with corpses on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah,
Say
yeah.
what?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
work at a funeral home. I just
I
got
was-
finished playing with corpses, so I could come play with you guys.
Yeah, the
Hey,
zombies.
aren't you on break?
I am on break. I have an hour though.
The zombies have gotten a lot grosser. I had been wondering about that.
Yeah, anytime I describe a dead body in the campaign, it gets kind of worse, huh? But I hand.
They've been missing a lot more of their body parts and such now. Like most of the corpses that we found in the past were just like dead guys.
There.
Yeah,
Intestines
Yeah.
throb, blood whispers.
yeah. You talk about like there's like congealed blood now, and like the missing limbs, and it's very like visually descriptive.
Quick
Um,
aside, I tell all 6 of you, I was at work today, and like this lady had horrible blisters. I don't know what the fuck killed her, but it was nasty. But so my coworker accidentally pops one, and this huge clot of blood comes out. And so I said to all the women in the room, "Ha, when you sneeze at that time, am I right?" And anyway,
Carolina laughs.
Bastion has no clue what's happening. Ian knows what's happening. He's got a very
Pale blushes.
Carolina laughs.
but I hand
Yeah.
Bastion the phone.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys each a turn.
As Ian looks at Bastion, I think he just says, "Bastion, my beautiful baby boy, you are my ultimate power fantasy character. I have made you that no one will kill you, and everything that you ever want to have happen, you will do through the might of your own power
Oh
and
my
my
god.
filthy little min-max powers. If Bailey ever hurts you, it'll hurt our friendship. I gotta be honest. Everyone in my life who matters knows about you. Because I talk about you all the time. Because I built you to be the most broken power trip character ever. We're gonna figure a ton of shit out. I know that sometimes it feels really difficult and you don't have any ideas for concentration, and that's my bad. I got a lot of shit going on. I still don't even know how I'm gonna name all the kids you're about to make. But hey, I'll figure it out. We'll get our shit together, and you're gonna have a fucking awesome time. And this is super surreal to meet you, but I love you, buddy. Yeah, and I think
Bailey's tearing up.
yeah, I think Bastion kind of like, oh, I don't really know what to say. Thank you for making sure good things happen to me. It's been very weird not knowing I'm a bit of out of time, given that I was kind of underground for 6,000 years, and so there's a lot of new things I've had to learn. And I suppose that is, partially your doing. But I suppose because of you doing that, I've had the opportunity to learn as many things as I've had. I've had the opportunity to grow as I have, and I've had the opportunity to meet and befriend and help all of the people that I have. Because if I hadn't had that as my story, and I hadn't been born with this drive to help people, I wouldn't have helped King Henry. I wouldn't have helped my friends. So, thank you for making me me. And I think you if you look at the phone, you see that there's some water. There's some watery eyes.
Nice.
And I think Ian, in kind of a choking voice, goes, "Damn, I give you a big fucking hug right now. Unfortunately, I'm in my pajamas, and well, I don't know how long you guys are gonna be there, actually.
Not
Fuck.
pajamas. It's a warm-up
Well,
suit.
I mean, I had to find like a shirt, cause well, shit. Hey, I'll be right there.
Ian gets in his car.
Yep, straight up. I'm coming up there.
Next episode, the gang kills their creator.
That shit snaps Ian's spine.
Yeah.
2 episodes from now,
The
the
only
hunt
one-
for Matt
the only one-
begins.
About to say,
The only one who lives is Darian. The only one who lives is Darian because he's in another state.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
Matt, who is a much farther state.
Though
The
if you
hunt
kill
for
me,
Red
do you kill
Matt-tober.
me last or first?
If we kill Bailey, do we cease to exist?
If you die in real life, do you die in the game?
If we die, if you die in the game, do you die in real life?
So confusing.
Does Carolina or Pale want the phone next?
Hell.
Yeah, sure.
I hand you the phone.
I mean,
Bailey
Couch kind
hands
of
you
says,
the
I mean, if you are my controller, you know what I'm going to say, because kind of have that thing. Yep, pretty much. Any words of wisdom for me, considering everything that's happened with us? Yeah. Stay the path. It's the right one you're on. The stories had a lot of originality and a lot of changes. Things have morphed around your story. You're the last of the original 4. I forget that. We had two Johns and a Leo, but oh yeah, I forgot about Wanda. Everyone does.
2 Johns and a Charlotte.
Yeah. We're mean to Charlotte in real life, Leo. But what it comes down to is the path you're on is the one you're supposed to be on now. You weren't actualized until you had to go through things. You're a lot like me. In real life, I'm a lawyer. That's why you started out as a tier follower. In real life, I had a relatively easy life. I gave you what I didn't have, which is growth when you needed it. I had growth when it came to it. You are the better version of me, plus also fire. Use that in a way that helps you grow. Oh, also, Folium's from another game I played. We brought him over. Initially, he was a worshiper of Santa Claus, who in my world is a superpowered godlike being that gives presents and only asks for cookies and milk in return. And also sometimes smells like peppermint and all that. So I want you to remember that anytime you talk to him, even though you won't remember this.
We can make
You're,
Santa real. We can make Santa
Uh,
fictional. I say
who
as I
knows?
squint at the ground.
I mean, hey, listen. Folium initially, instead of being trapped by Umberly, was trapped by Santa, and it was much weirder. That whole campaign, everyone died except for him, and it's caused by a mimic. So initial thing, we actually made your story a little more serious to give you some grit. But stay on this path. Also, go for Ash. I'm gonna make it anyway, but I want it to be your choice too. This is a weird consent thing. You're doing all right. keep your chin up, kid. And remember, you're older than both of them by actual lived experience. You are the chaperone. I'm so sorry. And I pass the phone off.
Okay.
Well, Miss Carolina, I'm again. I know you had questions about me being a guy and controlling a woman. Very who left?
Matt.
Matt did.
Okay.
Oh, he has to leave.
Yeah, he does that. So, yeah, controlling a woman, a very powerful woman. Like I said before, I did have another character in one of Bailey's games, and it just didn't work out for that character. He was very, yeah, he kind of had a sad story. And then I have another character in another game, also male, that is, frankly, by this time, kind of boring because he really only does one thing. And you were my fun character, the one that didn't have the sad backstory. I mean, little sad, but you didn't
Slavery
really
is
grow
pretty
up that way.
bad.
I mean, yes, slavery is really bad, but that wasn't the bad part of her story. She was overcoming that, the sad part of her story was all her siblings died.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she didn't know them, and she grew up fun. I wanted you to grow up having fun and being strong and everything. And I honestly, right now, you're my longest running and strongest character, and still fun to play. And yeah, I made you a lesbian because I'm a guy and I like women. So it's kind of how that was. And the whole thing with Wade, yes, go for Wade. I know that is a male, but Bailey voices Wade, so it's I get to flirt with Bailey.
He will not get you pregnant until you want to be.
Yes, so yeah, let's make that a thing.
Like you didn't see it, but I gave you a thumbs up.
But and also Vivian was actually another character in the game, another player. I haven't met this person, but the concept of Vivian was really cool, so that's why you're a Vivianite. So,
he's a flamboyant Vietnamese man who's a doctorate in chemistry.
yeah.
I actually taught Ian in some classes once.
He did. He was my chemistry TA.
Yeah.
Yep, I actually heard him on the very first time I listened to her show. So, not long after I met Bailey. But, yeah, so I don't really know what else to say. I mean, if you have questions for me, I guess. And Carolina's just like, nah, I think you pretty much cleared everything up. But why'd you have to have my sisters killed? Like, but are they though? You're right, they're still alive. It was all for flair. Love you, Carolina. Do big things. And I hand the phone back to Bailey.
And about this time, do you still drive that beat-up little white car?
Of course I do.
Yeah, the beat-up little white car rolls into the Freeway Pumpkins parking lot.
Ian,
That's him, Bastion.
Ian's wearing a hat. He's wearing a tank top. His beard is not very well kempt because it looks like he was laying down. Yeah, and then flip flops and a fucking like basketball shorts. Pretty good.
He's practicing for his King Henry role.
Yeah. There he goes. He opens the door, he turns, he goes, "Where's my beautiful baby boy?" And then he walks over.
You've seen him, all 6'8" of him or whatever.
6'8".
Beat up Knuckles.
Yeah. Ian walks over and despite Bastion being over a foot taller than him, he like reaches his hands up and he like pinches Bastion's cheeks and he goes, "Oh my God, you really are. You're real." And he like wiggles his cheeks around, and then he holds Bastion's face in his hands and he goes, "You're gonna get me tearing up, damn." And then he just gives him a big ass hug.
Aw.
Carolina's like, why didn't my creator come here?
You can ask him. Honestly, like, this is all... I can say that you guys go back whenever we want. We can wait until Darian gets back here. I mean, if none of this is happening, even though it's happening, I'll fucking max out my credit card and we'll get on a plane to go see Matt.
I mean...
I feel like people coming to our world from a different dimension, even if we wrote that dimension, is worth it. Especially if I'm pretty sure we can just say none of it happened.
Bastion is currently bridal carrying me. As I'm hugging onto him.
Yeah. I mean, that seems natural to me.
I trust
You brainstorming baby names?
No. It's not a romantic attraction. It's like
No, you have babies to name. No, I meant that for real. You have babies to name.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn. I don't know which of us is getting pregnant, but I guess if you're into that, Bailey.
No, you have... Bastion has a lot of children. You need to name them.
We have to keep trying. No. It's very much like, I know implicitly that I trust this guy with my life. No. I'm just having a good time.
Okay. You dance in the parking lot.
No. Straight up just hanging out, getting bridal carried by Bastion.
Nice. I say, but Darian, we could come fucking find you if you wanted to meet Carolina. Like, I'm pretty sure we have all the time in the world. It's like some Narnia shit where you're gonna... my intention had been to, when the courier takes you guys back, because like, he has to be the one to take you guys back just for reasons. But when he takes you back, it's just gonna be like 2 minutes after you left. You're gonna be right back in Thunderscrum Castle the same day, with no idea what happened.
I mean, it's what, about 9:30, 9:45 right now at night. So,
yeah. Like, we could get Darian and Matt plane tickets.
Well, I mean, I'll be driving back, but I won't. Actually, I'll be driving through by probably about 6 o'clock tomorrow evening.
Okay. So we can get Matt on a plane.
Actually, about 5 o'clock, sorry.
If he wants. And then I'll meet you at your house or whatever. Or we'll meet at the airport.
No, I can just swing by in the truck.
True. No, but we'll figure out how to get Matt here if he wants to come. If Pale, you want to slap him in the face or something.
I mean, I guess I could wake up a little earlier. You know, my clock. You know, I could start at 5 in the morning. I could get there by like noon.
No, but this is what I'm saying, is that if this is all happening and not happening, I'm pretty sure nothing we do in these 24 hours matters, so we could, like, go assassinate the president or something and none of it would matter. I think.
I don't think that's how that works.
I mean, we're breaking the fourth wall, anything's possible.
Yeah, but, like, we're remembering this, right?
I don't know, because I think...
Because you don't write my story.
I'm not sure any of us can remember this. Even me.
Yeah, I don't...
Don't take this away from me.
Craig will remember it.
Let's see, I think Craig and YouTube can remember it, but I'm not sure we can. For the sake of our sanities.
I gotta be honest, I take these.
You take those? Okay, well, maybe I'll leave that you remember.
Sweet.
Alright, so, I mean, the chance to meet my character, you know, my creation, my first story in person. Yeah, I'm gonna get up there. I'll be there around noon, 12:30.
Okay. Yeah, and then we'll see from Matt. I'm sure he'll get on a plane. But so it's fucking even in this dimension, Pale got disappearing disease, and at the same time, Matt's Discord call cut out. And Bailey just says, I assume that's going to be okay.
Or maybe the courier could just take them to Pale.
True.
I mean, to
Yeah,
Matt.
can't we just have the courier teleport them?
True. We'd have to do that next time, because all three of you need to be there for that.
That's fine.
I can't have the guy who fucking dragged you here not be here for when the courier comes back to pick you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about him dragging you here, also, by the way.
I mean, again, I don't think Darian or Carolina would allow him to, be on his own.
Yeah. Yeah. So do y'all want to, go to my house or something?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Wait, you're on break, though.
I'm gonna tell him I'm sick.
Okay. I mean, I guess the dead people aren't going anywhere.
Nah, we weren't busy today, it's fine. Even if I get in trouble, people came
you
from
say
an alternate dimension to hang out with me, so...
Yeah, I mean, you say busy. Do you get a rush?
In the winter, it's more busy, yeah, because everyone's dying from the flu. And every now and then, the Reaper comes into town and kills, 5 fucking people, and then every now and then I'll go, 2 days without having fucking anything.
Oh, so you get, the Jack-in-the-Box rush at 2 a.m. after all the clubs close down.
No, we always get a fucking call at, 5:30 when I'm about to leave at 6. I guess that's when the hospital shift change is. I don't know. And I guess Carolina could get in my van, and then I assume Bastion and Ian are gonna get in Ian's car.
Oh, absolutely. I'm showing this dude fucking punk rock.
You're gonna drive in donuts?
No, my car can't handle that. I definitely think that, when he gets in my car audibly creaks.
The suspension, yeah.
Carolina's just this is an odd-looking carriage.
I'm sorry, it smells like cigarettes. I am chain smoking the whole time as I met with reality. Or I would go say bye to Amy and Herb.
Carolina doesn't know what a cigarette is, but I imagine it smells a little bit like Pale, so she's used to it.
No, it's people smoking your world.
I definitely think that, before we leave, Ian's alright, Bastion, you can literally take a look as much at my car as you want.
Yeah, take the engine open and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So we could Google up some diagrams for him later.
Yeah, Carolina's used to the smell and the smoke because she's kind of fond of fire and is always next to Pale.
Yeah. Cool. But we'll start up next time at my house, waiting for the other 2 real-life versions of you to get there to meet your guys. Hey, it's your GM, Bailey Ford. I would like to thank our regular players, Darian, Matt, and Ian, Hip for our cover art, and Tabletop Audio for our background music. You can find us on Twitter at @Illithids, and thank you especially for listening. I hope you're enjoying the courier quest so far.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Didn't think I was going to be having a conversation with myself.
Yeah.
And for once, Carolina was almost speechless.
I figured I was either going to talk with myself or become myself.
What do you mean, become yourself?
Because, when you were talking with Carolina, you pointed out that, you feel like you could drive that, and so I thought that there was going to be a moment where it's oh, yeah, you, we all kind of
relate somehow to our
start becoming ourselves.
I'll be honest, most of that was just to be silly.
Oh, fair enough.
Darian's a truck driver, so obviously somewhere Carolina Deja Vu thinks she could operate an 18-wheeler.
And like she said, she is proficient with land vehicles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't know how it works, but she can figure out how to use it.
Yeah, I only kinda know how an engine works. big emphasis on the kinda.
I don't know how an engine works at all. I know that it produces stuff that makes it go. So when it wants to go, I make it go.
Right.
Small explosions move metal really quickly.
It's the
What are the
remix
pistons
to
here?
Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen.
Stop it. We do not R. Kelly in this bitch.
Oh, well, isn't that... I don't know. I thought that song was about a car for a long time.
Nope. None of his songs are about what you think they are.
Oh, it's pissing on little girls.
Yup.
Well, his song about pissing on a little girl, he actually pissed on a little girl in the video.
Yeah, I didn't know he wrote a song about it too. Fuck, dude, yikes.
Yeah, he sang about it immediately, and then they made fun of it on the Boondocks.
Fucking
Like,
yikes.
that was not hidden at all.
Wow.
And my wife asked me, she's like, "Did you know about this?" I'm like, "He wrote a fucking song about it." Yes, I knew about this. Like, this is old news.
What a freak. Anyway.
Yeah, but now all his songs sound like he calls himself the Pied Piper of R&B. So now it just seems like every song he sang was luring children in to his fucking target.
Yikes. Yikes.
Let me hear that beep beep. Let me hear toot toot. Yeah.
You broke off, man.
Cool bus.
Southern girl with a shoe.
You broke off, man.
Can you hear me
Something
now?
about a school bus. Yeah.
Yup.
I said that the remix to Ignition, the part of that song is let me hear that beep beep. Let me hear that toot toot. Yeah, that's a school bus.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
Well, these are the views you posit to our viewers, Bailey.
Yeah, right. Well, I did hashtag the last one, or the last one, episode 42, as I put hentai in there because we fight a tentacle monster.
Based.
Although I've stopped putting vor in there because I'm pretty sure they're being shadow banned. So I'm only gonna put hentai in that one. But I will see you all next week.
God damn it! Now I got the fucking song stuck in my head.
Yeah, just don't go around singing that around kids.
Yeah. Or at least parents who know.
Yeah. All right. Well, good fights. Good night.
All right. Good night.
Bye.